That's right.
Not as bad as me.
What?
Ram's just pouring us a
Where's
pint.
Alex?
Good stuff.
Oh, look at her. Fran,
He's put his
Fran, I thought
Have you seen the tops she's put on it?
Oh no, it's properly Tommied it.
She's drinking the rest.
Well, I thought she was a trained barmaid.
Well, it's making it worse now.
Oh, no.
Hey, you must be foreman,
He's
eh?
come into the world.
It's not far off it.
I poured it down the sink. Give me a glass of water.
But now he doesn't fucking deserve out, does he?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yes.
Anyway, where's David?
He's on his holidays. He's in Berwick and they haven't got Wi-Fi.
Oh, right.
Right.
Well,
So,
He's a freeman of the city of Berwick, you know, so he'd be driving his horse and cart through the city centre.
I don't know if you've watched the 6 o'clock news, but they've got terrible flooding in the borders.
I've heard that, yeah.
Aye, it's on the national news.
yeah, and round the hike.
Aye, in Cumberland as well.
Aye. So, yeah, so we'll miss David tonight, but he's always showing off, you know, so we'll not miss him.
Is he,
Well,
why can he not
we-
make it? Did he say he couldn't make it, did he?
I said no Wi-Fi.
Alright, okay.
Wi-Fi
One
and
in
Berwick.
Berwick, he's staying in
Oh,
Cottage.
that's right, yeah.
But his
Well, we-
mum says he's entitled as a freeman of Berwick to drive his sheep over that big bridge today, so that's what he's probably doing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Alex?
There's my rock and
How
roll.
are you, Sam?
I'm just saying hi before we're going. We're going to the cinema now, so we won't be able to join you tonight.
Alright, okay. Very good.
Oh,
Right.
hi, kid.
Where's the ball?
They're going to the cinema.
I just came to say hi. We're going now. I can't hear a word that you're saying because it's so loud here. So
Okay.
that's about it. So,
Alright.
All right, Simon.
Take
Well,
it easy.
Hi,
Enjoy.
son.
Bye.
There's not many left.
Hey, I know. It's a very short, it's a very low attendance this week.
Hi, Fiona, have you been practicing any songs you could maybe get, you know?
Well, he's not stopped.
Did he get his new guitar, Fiona?
Oh, he did. He loves it.
Yeah, he did.
He absolutely loves it.
Oh, I thought we'd be hearing it tonight.
I thought we'd been getting a demonstration tonight.
Yeah, it's a base.
It's been planned for a while and we'll the pictures, so.
Right.
Oh, really?
Very nice.
Uh-huh.
If they'd asked me, I'd have went with them.
Where they go, James Bond or something? Is it?
No, it's the new Halloween movie or something. Like that.
Oh,
Oh, Brian, that's a
God.
great,
That sounds
that's
lovely.
a great head on there.
It's a good
Look
one.
at that head on that. There it is. What is it you're drinking? Foam.
Can't say that.
See it?
I
The
am
champion here.
champion. Good lad.
What you like, isn't it?
Yeah, like champion.
If I stuck,
After last week, I'm not sure about me drinking her anymore.
well, no, it's
you
you've
watch
probably
it back?
got a bad packet of crisps or something like that. It's nothing to do with the beer.
Did you watch it back, Dad?
I did rather go on a bit.
You were you couldn't remember any of your own words, but you remembered to sing over the top of Brian's song pretty well.
And I enjoyed it when you said it. When
Well,
you said
listen,
you were your own words, it was brilliant.
when you sang over the top of me, I was just hoping to thank you for that. And anyway, just to change the subject, Michael was on last week about selling guitars and how hard it was to sell left-handed guitars.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, didn't I suddenly remember the guitar I had, and I'm sure you tuned it up for us. It was a black
Electric guitar.
electric guitar with a floating bridge or
Yes,
something.
that's
and I
right,
couldn't-
yeah.
Well, I sold that and I made money on it.
Oh, good stuff.
Well, except I bought it with an amplifier and I paid about 100 quid for it. And I sold it without the amplifier for 80 quid.
That's all
And,
right.
I said to the lad that bought it, I says, I'm sorry, the amplifier's not working. He says, well, I wouldn't have used the amplifier anyway. And I said, what for? And he says, well, my missus hates the sound of guitars. And I just play it like this. So he went away a happy customer.
Brilliant.
So is Danny working tonight?
Danny's working out. So I was going to ask, it's unfortunately not everyone's on the call, but I was going to ask if we could move this to a Tuesday. Because it's a day that me and Danny have free. I've checked it with Alex. It was a question of whether you are free on a Tuesday and David, but obviously David's not here to ask.
Yeah. Well, I know. I think having just watched the what do you call him, David was quite amenable to switching the date the night.
Yeah. I'll propose a Tuesday because it means that Danny can get involved. Yeah,
Well,
Tuesday.
that'll be all right with me.
yeah.
Well, my diary's pretty full, but it's just full of pages. There's no written on it. Having said that, we'll be missing next week.
Really?
Oh,
Why?
yeah.
Alright. Where you going back to?
What's going on, Len?
We've got a free night in it's Slaley Golf Club. What do you call it?
Ooh,
Clearly
lovely.
home.
Slaley, they just call it Slaley. It's where you get pampered, you get all the massaging and you're swimming back.
Yeah, I've been.
Really good.
Aye, we're going to Slaley Hall, and it's bed breakfast, and I need Fran's swung it somehow. For now, so.
Hey, well, Brian,
Robin Hood,
you'll be,
brilliant.
that is brilliant.
Was it going to cost a fortune?
Hey, you'll be, you get a massage every day.
We were there a few weeks ago, and the booking went haywire or something. There was all sorts of problems, and that's how we've got a free night there now.
Oh, nice.
I know the beer is very expensive, but I'm taking a big haversack.
Take your own. Exactly.
It's an expensive place, so you've done well getting that free.
Aye, well,
Mind, they could probably give you a event like that free, and they'll claim the rest back on drinks and food, as you've just said.
Oh, well, Brian knows how to do that.
The Vegas theory of giving you a free hotel room and then taking thousands off you in the casinos.
I've just seen a Dalmatian going by, and it's going where it shouldn't. I'm just going to move it.
Right, okay.
Good job you spotted it.
Hey,
I would do
you
it.
make us- you know the controversy about sewage getting put into the sea by the different water boats?
Yes.
I'm just tonight where we've just been is in Boomer is one of the worst one of the worst beaches for putting sewage in.
Is it really?
Yeah.
There was surfers and swimmers and all sorts.
They go surfing and swimming. They were there. I just thought the dogs were in there every day and just hope they don't get a load of shite down their necks. I just said,
Henry and Margaret's in the sea every other bloody day.
Aye.
But it not be now.
no, I used to, I mean, it's not as bad as it used to be, Brian, but go on.
It was Boomer, Craster, and Beadnell were the worst ones.
For
For
putting sewage.
sewage. Yeah.
I mean, you couldn't, at one time you couldn't walk along Blythe Beach without finding it all just lying, you know.
Yeah.
So you might be right, it might be better now.
Well, I think it's a lot better. I'm going back 7 years. It's a lot better, but I don't understand. It kept saying it was all to do with flooding and what have you, but we haven't had excessive rain on that coast really in the last few weeks, have we?
Well, not for years, really.
No. So I think it's a little bit of crafty pattern.
Yeah.
Mm.
Strange. Yeah. But I mean, if the I've only just sort of briefly heard that on the radio. They're talking about actual raw sewage, aren't they?
Yes.
Untreated.
I untreated straight in. And I mean, there's all sorts of stuff. I didn't realise till the radio programme started telling me all the other chemical that's in our way because of medication that we're taking, all the others,
Aye.
and the effect it has on the fish. And
You're not getting stripped off, are you, Bruce?
no, I'm not doing a strip tonight.
Aye.
I've got some marvellous stuff for you.
I must admit, I'm not disappointed in the fact you're not doing it. I've just had me tea.
Aye, you do well,
Hey, why don't you tell Fiona and Michael what a good night you had out on Saturday with your relatives?
Michael, I was totally bladdered.
Good on you. Where were you?
Hey,
Where did you go?
I've no idea. No. It was a little party for Fran's sister, and I know how much I can drink nowadays, so I just took 4 cans of Guinness with us, and I was sitting with me 4 cans, and the bloke of the house said to me, "Do you not get sick of drinking Guinness?" And I says, "Well, I used to drink it with cider in it called Black Velvet." So he immediately produced a large bottle of very strong cider, and he commenced to make his drink. So I was drinking them, and then the son, the young lad, he said, I've made you drink, and he gives it in a little glass, and I says, "What is it?" He says, "Just hide it down your neck, it's lovely." So I just hide it down my neck.
Oh no.
And
Brian,
then
what was it?
I've still no idea. But then we started doing shots, he says.
Oh, bollocks to that.
And then they were doing something with salt and
Tequila.
Tequila.
Oh, they were, aye, that was it. I don't think I had a tequila. And I was perfectly all right.
Oh my god.
Until I tried to get in the taxi.
Exactly.
Then I realised I came out of the house and the taxi was at the bottom of the path next to the door, and I was trying to get in and shouting for the driver to open the door, and somebody said, "Brian, that's not the taxi, that's a parked car. The taxi's up there." And then I began to realise things weren't quite right. So I'm blanked out then, and the next thing they were trying to get us out the taxi. Fran must have got out first and went to open the door, and I got out and I stood up and I just keeled over onto the next door's garden, and I was lying on the rockery, and the taxi driver was saying, "Are you all right?" and trying to pull us up. I says, "I've left something in the back of the taxi." He says, "What's that?" I says, "Me legs." I couldn't feel anything below the waist, you know. And but then I come round a bit and managed to get in the house, and I just found out that I thought Fran must have got us up the stairs and trying to get us into bed, but it wasn't that. I must have got to bed all right, but I woke up and I thought I was on a cliff. I was hanging on for grim death, like, you know. And but if Fran says, no, you'd fallen out of bed and you were trying to get back in. So,
Did you keep
did I what?
in the wardrobe?
Oh, no, like that. No.
There's
The
only
door's
one
not.
person does that.
She's got a padlock on the door for to keep us out of there. But I wasn't very well on Sunday. I thought I must have gotten a bad packet of crisps or something.
Hey,
Uncle Brian.
Hey, I tell you what it is, I really enjoyed it.
Well, you had a great time, you're telling me, because you're surrounded by the blokes in the kitchen and everything was going great till you stood up.
Well, that's right. That's bad practice. That's standing up. I mean, I've been walking about on these legs for donkey's years. They must be nearly worn out.
Oh.
Who were you out with then, Brian?
I've no idea.
It was
They were very generous with the two lads. There was 2 lads there, both 125 and 126, and they do a bit of drinking, and they're probably sick of hearing me telling them how much I can drink.
Yes, that's it.
It's one thing drinking it, it's another thing keeping it down.
Hey, we've all been there.
I'll be there. It's you go older, you just can't drink as much.
But having said that, Val, honestly, I didn't feel sick. I wasn't sick. I had a slight headache and I was perfectly all right. I thought, I can do it every week. What a good idea.
Oh,
Excellent.
Have you
Absolutely brilliant.
been to apologise to your neighbour for rolling around the garden, knocking the rock with?
No, he says, can I come next week and cut the grass?
Yeah.
Anyway, cheers.
Yes, cheers.
Aye,
Good health.
aye. Have you been anywhere the day, Brian? Did your kitchen arrive?
It did. We kind of get moved downstairs. Because the kitchen's cool, but the kitchen's in the kitchen, so we kind of get in.
Oh, my dear. When are you going to start? When they're going to start tearing the old one out?
I think it's next Tuesday or something like that.
Oh,
That's what, I was hoping it was only going to take 3 or 4 days, but apparently it's going to take a fortnight.
oh God. Well, 3 of those days that you're awake slowly.
No, well, just away one night.
Oh, I thought you were away for 3 days.
No, just away for one night because we've got somebody in looking after the dog.
Right.
But you're taxing my brain all this thinking. I'm not used to thinking, you know.
Superb. That's very
What's
nice
old
up in
people have got to
Slade.
be looked after.
you'll have to live on sandwiches and fish and chips for a couple of
We've
weeks.
got we've got the microwave, man. Microwave, it's great for all sorts of things.
Well, yeah, toast is not bad.
Oh, we've got a toaster and all.
Oh, there you are. You'll be fine.
Scrambled eggs on toast, beans on
You
toast.
can manage them in the microwave.
No, eggy
That is on toast.
eggy bread.
Eggy
Yeah,
bread, yeah.
eggy bread. Yeah.
I don't forget your cooking beans, take them out the tin before you put it in the microwave.
I remember Henry, when he first got his own flat, he put a tin of something in a pan when he was when he was pissed, and it was a pudding of some description, and it said heat for a quarter of an hour or something. So he put it in the microwave and it blew up.
Oh,
And
no.
it was hanging off the ceiling, off the walls. But it tasted all right.
Scrape it off, Brian. Scrape it off.
Why don't you give Fiona your recipe for your yes, how you do spam?
Oh, you mean spam fritters? I was good at that.
There's no spam. Yes.
Just mix yourself a bit butter and oil the spam in the pan and pour the butter on.
With a brillo.
No, I was going to say take it off the cooker, put it in the bin, go to the chip shop. Hey, you've got to laugh, man, haven't you?
Yeah, you have. You're on good form tonight, like.
Great form, son.
Should we just skip the music and just talk shite all night?
Yes.
That's all right with Val.
I've never done anything else.
No, that's the only thing that I know how to do. It's the only thing. What was it? Oscar Wilde's comment. He says, "I love talking about nothing. It's the only thing I know anything about."
Hey, that's very good. In fact, you all read Oscar Wilde, eh?
Yeah,
Very good.
it's a good comment. Pretty much sums up us lot. It's the only thing that I've ever done in my career is talk shite. It is. It's genuine and the same as my dad.
Yes, but it's. I think you've got it off to a fine art, Michael.
No, I'm doing
Yes.
all right. Like I was taught by the best.
Had some good training, didn't you?
Brilliant
Yeah.
training.
Good teacher. Good teacher.
Hey, we've got the ability to get that voice going before your brain's in gear.
I don't really have anything to engage in the brain department, to be honest with you. I just have a mouth that's just rigged straight to me vocal organs. There's no brain in the middle.
Yeah.
A lot of people think about what they're going to say.
That's
I'm
the
getting
first
bored.
mistake.
Most of us lot don't.
I'm getting bored.
You only have choosing, Michael.
Well,
See what you've been doing.
I have to apologise in advance for this one because it's a late one that I wanted to do. I've got a couple of Halloween numbers in the night, like,
All right, well,
but this is not one of them. This is one that I've wanted to do for a while, and I found the chords. But it's a bit high, and I've got a cold. And even without the cold, I don't think I could sing it. So let's see what happens here.
hey, hold on. If you shut your eyes, it sounds like David explained what's about to happen.
Doesn't it?
He just, well, yeah,
If you ta-
I haven't practiced. I don't know the words, I don't know the code, but I hope it'll be all right.
Well, what I'll do is I'll take some of the audio from some of the previous live jams, and I'll have David's voice leading up to this, and then I'll start playing. And if it's shite,
Well,
everyone will think it's him.
Michael, you could mind him.
I could. But I can turn my camera. I'm in control of the editing. I can turn my camera off and pretend that it's someone else.
Hey, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? She came from Providence, the one in Rhode Island, where the old world shadows hang heavy in the air. She packed her hopes and dreams like a refugee, just as her father came across the sea. She heard about a place people were smiling, spoke about the red man's ways, how they loved the land. They came from everywhere to the great divide, seeking a place to stand or a place to hide. Down in the crowded bars, out for a good time, can't wait to tell you all what it's like up there. They called it paradise, I don't know why. Somebody laid the mountains low while the town got high. When the chilly winds blew down across the canyon, through the canyons of the coast to the Malibus, where the pretty people played, hungry for power, to light their neon wings, give them things to do. Some rich man came and raped the land, nobody caught him. Put up a bunch of ugly boxes, Jesus people bought them. They called it paradise, the place to be. They watched the hazy sun sink in the sea. the missionaries did so many years ago. They even brought a neon sign that said, Jesus is coming. Brought the white man's burden down, brought the white man's rain. And we provide the grand design, what is yours and what is mine. 'Cause there is no one new frontier, we have got to make it here. Satisfy our endless needs, justify our bloody deeds. In the name of destiny, in the name of God. And you can see them there on Sunday morning, stand up and sing about what it's like up there. They called it paradise, I don't know why. Called someplace paradise, kiss it goodbye.
Michael, that was excellent.
Thank you very much.
Michael, you should do that more often. That was really, really good.
Thanks very
Very
much.
good.
Been
Best I've heard yet.
Is that, is,
Bloody
I
hell.
think you missed that, Brian. Anyway,
What?
the best
What?
you've heard yet. He's only the only one you've heard.
Best I've heard tonight.
Yeah, you win something else. The
So-
big competition. That was the Eagles, right?
That was the Eagles. I was just about to ask you, do you know who that was by?
Yeah,
Sure.
sure.
That was
That-
a lovely
that-
song.
Was it written by the Eagles?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was
Don-
written by Don Henley. I think it might have been written by Don Henley. And then when
Aye.
they reformed again, because they obviously were apart for about 20 years, when they reformed again, they played it as the Eagles, so it still goes down as an Eagles song.
So I've heard lots of Eagles stuff, but I haven't heard that
Yeah.
one.
Well, what I was going to actually say before I started playing it, because we do a lot of country and western country songs. Sorry, about the Wild West, and this song is how the West was lost.
Oh, right, aye.
Yeah.
Aye, it was.
I couldn't get all the lyrics, Michael, when you say how the West was lost. Is it was how the Indians lost it? Or?
Yeah, basically how the Europeans basically stole the land. That's all. That's the whole song's about that.
Sure. What was the title? I missed the
called-
title.
It's called The Last Resort.
The Last Resort.
Mm.
I'll have to listen to that tomorrow.
It's a really, really good song, better than you've heard tonight. And Don Henley sings it. He must have his testicles in a vase. When he sings it. But I haven't got very big testicles, and I only have a really big vase, so I couldn't do that.
Aye.
And
It sounds a bit complicated.
yeah, but he also plays the drums at the same time,
That's right. So, no.
which
Yeah.
is very difficult.
Yeah,
I'm just Bruce. I'm just giving Fran a phone.
that's all right.
All right.
That was on the Hell Freezes Over album. They've done an acoustic version of that, didn't they?
Yeah. Oh no, you sang that well, Michael. I like the other one you do. You know, you do another Don Henley one. And I can't think of the name of it.
Oh yeah. I'll maybe
It's when he wrote about breaking up with his missus.
That's right.
That's what it was. It was all about breaking up with his missus and maybe still after time. It's about forgiveness.
That's it. Yeah. Excuse me.
The song I'm going to do is, I haven't quite learned it yet, which you'll soon see. But I came downstairs the other day and this song came out of me head, right? Just like that. I'll go and learn that one, and I haven't learned it yet. George Harrison wrote it, but it went down as a Beatles song. It could get knocked up, this. Something in the way she moves strikes me like no other lover. Something in the way she moves me. I don't wanna leave her now. You know I believe in how. Somewhere in my world that I don't need no other lover. Something in the style that shows me I don't wanna leave her now. You know I believe in how. You're asking me will I grow. I don't know. Can you cop it up somewhere? I'll be with you in a minute.
I don't know.
You're asking me will I grow. I don't know. I don't know. You stick around and it will show. I don't know. I don't know. Something in the way she knows, and all I have to do is think of her. Something in the things she shows me, I don't want to believe it now. You know I believe it now. You're asking me will I grow? I don't know. I don't know. Just stick around and it may show. I don't know. I don't know. Something in the way she knows, and all I have to do is think of her. Something in the things she shows me, I don't want to leave her now. You know I believe it now.
Yes. Quite a complicated song.
I've heard that a lot lately, Bruce, on the radio and whatnot. It's
Like that
It was
song.
weird. It just honestly, we come downstairs before breakfast, and the song I started singing was that one. I thought that's weird. That.
Yeah.
So
you've got to find some of them Beatles ones like Paul McCartney used to dream about, you know.
That's right, aye. Yeah.
well, the one he
You're dreaming about ones that's already bloody written, man.
shite.
They're not dreams, they're nightmares.
No, the story was the Beatles was in Newcastle, staying in a hotel on Jesmond Road, and Paul McCartney got up one morning and started playing Yesterday to Lennon.
How if he got up this morning, how could he be playing Yesterday?
What it off? Anyway, I'm telling you proper information in this sport. I've never heard that before, and that one was all in his head. It was
Bruce,
all written there.
I've watched a program on YouTube, and it's all about songs that Paul McCartney wrote and where he got the ideas from, and it's him telling the
Right.
audience all the time. So you might like to look at that sometime.
We haven't got the benefit of saying to the television, get so and so.
Yeah.
We haven't got that yet. We're going to get it.
Well, I've listened to the opposition so far, and it's been very good.
Top
Sure.
quality, isn't it?
I've got my music laid out before us, and
That's
I'm not happy about the lyrics or the title. This one's called Three Blind Mice. I don't know what bloody key it's in. Right, I haven't got a guitar.
I think it was. I think that song was the soundtrack to a musical in the West End. It was called The Mousetrap.
Hey, why, you're sharp tonight. Get yourself a drink.
Not too many though, eh?
No. Look at how
That is very subtle.
After last week, Michael, I decided I'd stay totally sober for this one.
Aye.
After you hear this, you'll need a drink. Now, this is a song from the 60s. It's called "The Last Thing on My Mind" by a guy called Tom Paxton.
Yeah,
I can't play the chorus.
Right.
For some reason or other.
Just
So
stop
you'll have to help us.
Well, stop in the middle of it and just sing the chorus, then go back to the.
I've tried that.
All right.
What was it again?
It's a lesson too late for the learning.
You're in the right key. It's a lesson too late for the learning. Baby said, in the wind of an Amazon soul is turning in your hand. In your hand. This is the bit. Are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be not a trace left behind? I could have loved you, I didn't keep you on my mind. He was her man, but he was doing her wrong. I'm trying another verse. You got reason to blame for going. This I know. This I know. For the weeds have been steadily growing. Please don't go. Please don't go. Or you go away with no word of regret. Will there be not a trace left behind? I could have loved you better. I didn't mean to be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. As I lie in my bed in the morning, without you, for each song in my breast dies a falling. Without you, are you going away with your word of regret? Will there be not a trace left behind? I could have loved you better. I didn't mean to be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. What a
Yeah.
I'm
Excellent.
really touched.
Hey, Brian, You don't want to switch guitars. That's coming over lovely.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, right.
Well,
It's just nice, Brian. The other one wanged a bit. That comes over lovely.
well, I'm working on another one.
Have you found one under the bed?
No, but I found a grand piano. I can't get it out.
Hey, Brian, that'll be when you're on your hands and knees trying to climb back in. Hey, can you imagine we started playing that piano under the bed? You're a hell of a fuck.
Well, it was handy because it would woke Fran up and she could give us a lift.
You could lift the lid up on the piano, you would probably hire stay out the window. I'm just going to get a beer. Talk amongst yourselves.
I
Why
knew you would.
not?
I knew you would have to. I knew you would have to.
That song of Brian's, driving me to drink.
So
It would
the
drive anybody to drink.
that guitar that you were talking about, the black guitar with the floating bridge.
Aye, it was terrible. I couldn't tune it. You came and tuned it for us.
I didn't really know what I was doing either, to be honest with you, because I don't have any guitars like that. It was a nightmare to tune, and they are. Since then, I've had a couple of this one here. If you see that one or not,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen that one, yeah.
That one's the same. That one has the floating bridge, but what I have done is, because I haven't got a clue how to deal with it, I've fixed it. So
Well,
it doesn't float
So you
anymore.
you made it into a normal bridge, Michael.
Yeah, basically, I've stopped it from floating, and I prefer
Well,
it that way.
I was trying to tune it, and every time I tried to tune it, the thing just went out of tune straight away.
So I think what you're
And
supposed
you,
go on.
no, you actually tuned it for us somehow or other.
I probably I don't know how. These two, you're supposed to tune it 2 strings at a time.
Right,
E, G, A, D,
right, got you.
G. Sorry, these first E, D, A.
Oh, that was right. There was a sequence to
That's
do
right.
it.
Yeah. So you do
Alright.
apparently you do them in a sequence, and it's because of the tension. It spreads the tension perfectly if you tune them with the
Aye.
right strings at the same time. And even then, it's a bit of a nightmare. But I had a battle because I had to go through it all with this, and then I thought, bollocks, I'm fixing the bloody bridge on it, and it's never happening again.
So, I mean, I wonder what the advantage was.
Oh, what you do
To
is
have
a
that.
floating tremolo. You've got an arm, and you can pull the
Aye,
strings up
tremolo
and
arm.
down. You can bend the strings up, and but you get with a floating trem, you can push them right down, so the strings are literally
Oh,
flapping
right.
around. And
So it-
oh, aye,
you
it's,
can increase the tremolo effect.
yeah, it's but massive benefits for electric guitar playing, and I would prefer to have that, to be honest, on stage. But the benefits of being able to have that don't outweigh the negatives.
The technicalities of it.
Aye, the technicalities of it are just too much of a pain in the arse. Like,
I mean, strings are a nuisance altogether. I find if I take 4 off and just leave 2 on, like the top and the bottom, they're both E. You know, there's no bother.
E-bother.
E-bother.
Here you are. Michael, there's one of your favourite beers, I think.
Oh, yes. It's a beauty, that. Shepherd Neem.
Brian, see that one? Shepherd's Neem Indian Pale Ale.
Yeah.
Pale
I
Ale.
have seen it. Aye.
Indian Pale Ale.
It's quite weak in it.
Yeah, that's right. Alright, so I got it for 6.1 compared to the 7.3 I had last week.
All right. Well, there you go.
What you got for Michael?
Werewolves of London.
Oh, that's different.
Werewolves of London. Learnt approximately half an hour ago. I know the song quite well. It just messes with your head. Anyway, you'll get the hang of the chorus, and then after the first one, you're gonna come in with it. You're gonna come in with us a second time round, but you'll get the hang of it. Yeah.
We're ready.
Right.
Have a listen to it. So a werewolf with a Chinese menu in his hand, walking through the streets of Soho in the rain. He was looking for a place called Lihu Foods to get a big dish of chow mein. Ahoo, werewolves of London. Ahoo, ahoo, werewolves of London. Ahoo. See him howling round the kitchen door. You better not let him in. Little old lady got mutilated last night. Werewolves of London again. Ooh, werewolves of London. Ooh, werewolves of London. Ooh, werewolves of London. He's a hairy-handed gent who rang a mark in Kent. Lately he's been overheard in Mayfair. Better stay away from him or he'll rip your lings out, Jim. I'd like to meet his tailor. Werewolves of London. Werewolves of London. Werewolves of London. Well, I saw Aunt Janie walking down with the Queen, doing the Werewolves of London. Saw Aunt Janie Jr. walking with the Queen, doing the Werewolves of London. Saw a werewolf drinking a pina colada at Trader Vic's. His hair was perfect. Werewolves of London.
Hey! Very topical.
Was that Sam Fender?
I can't remember how I said. It's an old one.
No. Who's that? I liked him. He was on the telly the other night.
Warren Zevon.
Oh no, that doesn't ring a bell.
Warren Zevon.
Warren Zevon.
I know that song though.
Yeah, it's quite a popular song, but I mean, I think it was a bit of a one-hit wonder. I think it's been covered loads of times, mine, since. But Warren Zevon was the guy who wrote it.
It wrote it. Oh, that's interesting. That.
Yeah.
It was in the charts, wasn't it, Michael?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, but very popular at the time. But it's funny because he talks through it. Really, just talks through the song.
Yeah.
There's a British guy got that sort of voice now, and he's very popular. And it's not Sam Fender, it's somebody else. I can't think of him at the minute.
It's not Ned Sheridan, is it?
Oh, it might be.
Ned Sheridan. I can't see the.
I hope you're not drinking again, our Bruce.
Not yet. Wahoo!
The Werewolves of London.
Pale Ale, wahoo! Indian Pale Ale.
Well, if it's in his back garden, he's bound to trip over it, isn't he?
Yeah.
Did you see this one there, the werewolf of Brady Hampsley Mill on Val's Knee? I don't know if
Oh,
you
right.
think-
Aye.
Oh. Who was it, Lucy?
Lucy, she just wants to cuddle.
Right, well here we go, another George Harrison song.
Yeah.
I haven't learned this properly yet. It's George Harrison night. He wrote it, and the Beatles weren't very keen on actually putting it on the under the Beatles label.
Right.
He went out one day, and Eric Clapton was a good mate of his, and he said, "I want you to come into the studio where George Martin was, and I'm going to record this with you actually playing with us." And the Beatles were in there at the time, and they suddenly decided George was serious, and they put this one under the Beatles.
Wow.
So,
Oh, right.
and the first one I played in this one are two of the biggest selling Beatles numbers. George Harrison's got like number 1 and 2 nearly of Beatles songs. So this is the other one. It's brilliant the way I play it.
It will be.
Right? I look at you all, see the love that is sleeping, while my guitar gently weeps. I look at the floor and I see it keeps sweeping, still my guitar gently weeps. I don't know why nobody told you how to unfold your love. I don't know why someone controlled you before you saw you. I look at the world and I know it's turning. Still my guitar gently weeps. With every mistake we must surely be learning. Still my guitar gently weeps. I don't know how you were diverted. Someone converted you. I don't know why you were diverted. No one alerted you. I look at you all, see the love that lies sleeping, while my guitar gently weeps. With every mistake, we must surely be learning. Still my guitar gently weeps. I don't know why nobody told you how to unfold your love. I don't know how no one controlled you. They told him so. I look at you all, see the love that they're sleeping, while my guitar gently weeps. With every mistake, we must surely be learning, while my guitar gently weeps.
Yay!
Because you're coming on the tongue, mate. No.
That's because you've raised the standards tonight, Brian, with that new song you learned.
Beat that drink.
Well,
Fiona.
no, I am learning it.
Beat that, Fiona.
I
It
love
might
it.
take-
You know when you got the chord,
Beat that.
you know when you got the chord where you weren't too sure about it.
Aye.
That happened. I knew I've got a couple of chords here, though, and I had to laugh because I missed them both times. You know the
All
chorus.
right. Well, if any more than two's a mystery to me.
Hey, that frothy beer's gone to your head.
There was some interesting drink getting passed around while you were playing Minefield.
Oh, I know a joke about that last one, but I'm not telling you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good
I
one.
wonder if you know the same one, Michael.
It is possible. It is possible.
Hey,
Yes.
when I watched last week's Mine, there was some good funnies during that. I know I was drunk, but I missed quite a few of the jokes last week. There's some good ones.
Oh, there was. To be honest, it was. I think you should.
Funny one.
I think you should get completely ruined at least once every month, because it's funny.
I subscribe to that straight away.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, good.
But I think you should only stay sober one day a month.
Yeah, it was good. It was brilliant.
Hey, listen, next Thursday night, Brian, about 4 o'clock, go across to Fran's relatives, have a few drinks, then come back and start playing.
Yeah, you'll be on your own, like, because we're moving it to a Tuesday.
Right. It's also a very long walk from Slaley.
Yes.
It's quicker on the way there.
Aye, well, there's no good avoiding it, Brian. Get that lovely guitar of yours out.
It's a very heavy guitar, actually.
Well, I'm glad you haven't got to carry it very far.
That's all right.
I've no idea what I'm going to do. Oh. I've got something written down here.
It's not the shopping list again, is it?
No, it's the bill from the off-licence.
What, for 5 cans in the Guinness?
14 bottles of cider.
Oh, Francis.
Oh, it's not me, is it? I'll just have to do an old and tested one. Tell me how to keep your love. You know how I need your love. Tell me how to keep the love that's in your heart for me. Don't you know that I love you? Let me show why I'm blue. When I know your love is true, don't keep your love from me. If you were to say to me today, the time for love is now. Could I sway your love my way when I say, tell me how? Tell me how to keep your love. You know how I need your love. Tell me how to keep your love that's in your heart for me. If you were to say to me today, the time for love is now. Could I sway your love my way? Then I say, tell me how. Tell me how to keep your love. You know how I need your love. Tell me how to keep your love that's in your heart for me. Don't you know that I love you? Let me show that I'm true. When I know your love is true, don't keep your love from me.
Yeah.
Very good.
I don't know if I'll do it, it'll go to me head.
Hello.
Okay, that's fine enough. Brian, the balance between your voice and the guitar was smashing there.
So stick to this guitar, right?
I stick to that guitar, it was really nice.
But,
I haven't heard that song before. Is that a new one?
are you extracting or taking the piss or what?
I
Oh,
haven't heard that one.
You don't. There you are. You haven't heard it. It's a brand new
I
one.
haven't.
Buddy Holly's just recorded it.
Aye. They're working with a skeleton staff down at the studio.
Right. It was a joke, but it was beyond the 5-second rule.
I know that was it. Aye. That was good, that, Brian.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Is
Right,
it
Michael,
me?
when you're playing, well, have you got something scrolling on the screen?
Me?
Yeah?
No, it's scrolling doesn't work. It's impossible to get the right speed.
Right, I know that. If you're having your dinner, I'll play a lovely song.
why
Go on
not?
then.
Right. Here we are. This isn't easy to sing because the bloke who does it's got a very good voice. And the print's very
I'll tell you
small as
what. I'll
well.
tell you what. No, let us go because it's too hot. So
All right.
I'll play now, and then you can play that song because my dinner will be at the right temperature by the time I finish this song.
Well, as long as I don't give you indigestion.
Hey, this is
I'll-
amazing, this.
I think I played this last week, but it's obviously a Halloween song.
Aye.
Oh, right.
Michael Rennie was ill the day the earth stood still, but he told us where we stand. And Flash Gordon was there in silver underwear. Lord Rains was the invisible man. And something went wrong for Free Ray and King Kong, and they got caught in a cellulite jam. And a deadly pain sick came from outer space, and this is how the message ran. Science fiction, double feature. Dr. X will build a creature. See androids fighting. Brad and Janet. You got hand of it yet? And Francis Stars. Ooh, and Forbidden Planet. At the late night double feature picture show. I knew Leo G. Carroll was over a barrel when Tarantula took to the hills. And I really got hot when I saw Janet Scott fight a traffic that spits poison and kills. Dean Andrews said prunes, gave him the runes and passing them lots of new skill. But when worlds collide, said George Pell to his bride, I'm gonna give you some terrible thrills, like science fiction, double feature. Dr. X will build a creature. Androids fighting. Brad and Janet. And Francis Stars. In Forbidden Planet. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And the late night double feature picture show. I wanna go. Oh, oh. at the late night double feature picture show. Science fiction, double feature. Frank has built and lost his creature. Darkness conquered. Brad and Janet.
Oh,
The servant's gone to a
oh,
distant planet. Whoa, 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 whoa. At the late night double feature picture show, I wanna go. Whoa, whoa. At the late night double feature picture show.
hey, lad.
Hey, Mike, are you doing some good stuff tonight?
Hey, if your meal's still too hot, you can play another one.
That's alright. Crack on.
It's very.
What you having for your tea?
It looks like fish and jacket potato.
Ooh, nice.
Very healthy.
Fish.
Very, very healthy.
Yeah, fish and
I
chicken.
that fish smells quite fresh.
It's alright, isn't it? Fresh out the freezer it is, Brian. Fresh out the freezer.
Freshly come out the freezer. Hey, our Val cooked a fish pie yesterday, made a fish pie, and you can still smell the fish in the house today, can't you?
Oh, I love fish pie though.
You know the smoked fish, the yellow fish.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
Gorgeous.
Stinks out.
Lots of people don't like that. Did
Oh,
you,
I
is it,
love it.
did you buy it in the cottage you were renting, like?
No, no, it didn't.
It's cheap little stuff, but it's alright.
So it's not very big.
Nothing wrong with little.
It is fish.
Just a little fish.
It is fish from China.
Little things.
You shall have a little fishy.
On a little dishy
Oh, happy,
when the
oh,
boat comes
happy.
in.
Call hockey through the water.
What was going to learn that? Fiona, who was it? Who was singing? Was it? Does Danny know it?
And he knows it.
Uh-huh.
I've never ever heard it other than that. That
Ah,
came back from that music festival. I haven't heard it.
I've definitely heard it.
What have you heard?
Car hockey.
Car hockey, car hockey.
Oh,
Car
right.
hockey through the water.
Never heard it.
It's,
No, I haven't heard
Danny
that.
knows it. I think Danny knows how to sing it.
You're not a proper Geordie, then that's what I was doing, Brian.
Well, I reckon to play next, you can have a fishy on a little dishy when the boat comes in.
Yeah, got that one.
Dance to your daddy, dance to your
Sing
mum.
to your mommy
When the
Oh,
boat comes in.
when the boat comes in.
When we were on holiday years ago, we were in Canada, and on the bus with me was a load of Australians, and they used to always be saying to me, "Oh, you just sound like that lovely series that when the boat comes in." That was me.
Did they?
You thought you were quite posh at the
I did. I thought I was talking proper.
Tag and proper Geordie.
time.
Tag and proper English.
Uh-huh.
Right, this will bring tears to your eyes, this song.
Well, let's hear it. I think she might want to go. Do you want to go out?
What do you think of this song, Val?
I'm away.
You've
Ta-ra.
already done your song.
Where's Toby? Come on.
Was he not with you? It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. The regular crowd comes in. There's an old man sitting there to me, making love to his fine and He said, son, can you play me a I'm not waiting for the but it's sad and it's sweet, and I knew it complete when I wore younger and la da di da da di da, la da di da da di da. Sing us a song on the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. 'Cause we're all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling alright. Now Johnny the Bob, he's a friend of mine. He gets me my drink for free. And I know he's not happy when I'm here. There's places he'd much rather be. And Carolyn, this is Carolyn me, as the smile ran away from his face. Well, I'm sure I could be a moving star if I could get out of this place. La da di da da di da, la da di da da di da. How full is the wheel and say confident, he never has time for a while. And he's talking with Davy, he's still in the Navy, always will be alive. And the way wishes practice and politics, as the businessman slowly gets done, if they're sharing a food they call loneliness, then it's better than drinking alone. Don't sing us the song, you're the piano man. Sing us the song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling alright. La da di da da di da, la da di da da di da. Oh, sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. 'Cause we're all in the mood for a melody. 'Cause you got us feeling alright.
Great song.
Well done, Bruce.
Great song. That
I
one.
love that one, Dad.
Billy Joel.
Well, you said that just sounded like Billy Joel
Did.
with laryngitis.
You sounded like our Bruce to me, like, aye. No, you're in good form, Bruce, there's no doubt. If you're going to be a star, though, you'll have to hurry
Oh,
up.
be in good form.
Excellent. Really
Yeah.
like that one. Great song.
I'll,
It reminds me
I'll
of.
tell you what, your turn comes around quick when there's not so
I know.
many here.
Bloody does, doesn't it?
Hey, we'll always save the best to last, Brian.
I must go in a minute, I'm running out of fuel.
There's no fuel like an old fuel.
Hey, that's... Did you write that yourself? That was good.
Right.
Red Kate. Red Kate. Shake your bells.
Okay. All right, right, Brian. Well, yes, just say yes, Paul, yeah.
Yes.
What's
yes,
your
Val.
Bruce?
There's a message come in. There's a message came in from the neighbour saying, can you keep the noise down?
All right. You haven't got any neighbours, have you? They're all
No, no,
left.
no. Your neighbour Brian. They've texted
Oh,
me
my
that.
neighbour. He's
It's
probably...
your neighbour.
he's probably wanting us to weed the rockery again.
He's actually quieted down a bit.
There must be something I can play. There goes my baby with someone. She sure is happy, I sure am too. And she's the reason that I'm so free. My loving baby is with me. Oh, well, it's my love, my happiness. Hello, loneliness. I think I'm gonna die, but I'm my love divine. I'm through with romance, I'm through with love, I'm through with counting the stars above. And here's the reason that I'm so free. My loving baby is with me. So when it's my love,
Keep going.
there you go, baby. Here am I, where you left me, so I could sit and cry. Well, golly, what have you done to me? Well, I guess it doesn't matter anymore. Do you remember, baby, last September, how you held me tight each and every night? Well, golly, what have you done to me? Well, I guess it doesn't matter anymore. You're crying, I've done everything, and now I'm sick of crying. I've thrown away my nights, wasted all my days over you. Well, you go your way, I'll go mine. Now and forever till the end of time, I'll find somebody new, baby. We'll see where through, and you won't matter anymore. And you won't matter I'm definitely intrigued with it.
I love that, Uncle Brian.
I think I told you.
The medleys.
I think I told you, Brian. I seen an old black and white movie of the Everly Brothers singing in America, and Knopfler was playing with them. Oh, Mark Knopfler, whatever you call him.
I've
He was
seen it, not for, aye. I spend a lot of time watching YouTube and any sort of Irish, Scottish, American, country, all sorts of music. It's brilliant.
I'm glad we discovered YouTube.
Ah,
I was on watching Buddy Holly on Spotify. Michael fixed it up with Spotify. That's another good thing to be on.
Right.
Listening, you mean? Not watching, though.
Yeah, we're just watching Spotify. Yeah, listening.
I think I've seen that channel. Aye.
Spotify just is like music, but pretty much every artist that you can think of is on there, you know, so you can just call up whatever.
Well, I'm amazed at how I've realised now with songs I've sort of half learned, and I don't quite know the tune, I don't know the lyrics. I've got a list of titles. Just put it onto YouTube, and it'll come up with the artist and who
That's
wrote
right,
it,
yeah.
the whole lot.
Yeah.
So it's for somebody like me who's not computer literate. In fact, I'm not anything literate. I used to know about Newcastle Brown Ale quite a lot.
I know, but for somebody not literate, you got plenty to bloody say.
Well, that's true, but none of it makes sense.
Well, depends who you're talking to.
But, well,
We understand you.
well, that's true. Yes.
There you go.
What a lovely family we've got.
That's
We're
right.
all right. Hey, we've managed to battle through this COVID up to now, haven't we?
I'm trying to. I wonder when the first.
Cross.
Fingers crossed.
I
Because
wonder when-
France stood, didn't she?
Well, I mean, even today, Fran was at a concert at the City Hall last night, or I forget the group that was on, and one of the people there's been told they've been in contact with somebody that's had COVID, and she's going to have to go out and get a test again tomorrow. And I mean, the way we've been on, especially over the last few weeks, there seems to be more and more people that's got COVID and
Yeah.
passing it around. And I think Fran must have had 6-7 tests over the last couple of weeks
Yeah.
because of her
Right.
sister and whatnot, you know.
Yeah.
I think the best thing to do, Uncle Brian, because if you don't have the app, if you've got the app, you'll be pinging all the time,
Yeah,
left,
that's
right,
right.
and centre. So the best thing to do is just take a
Get rid of the
test
app.
once a week.
Aye, that's right. Fran's going to have to
That's
go
what
out.
we do. We just do a test once a week at home.
Yeah, I do. I sort of pretty much ditched the app. If I hear of anyone who I've been in contact with, friends, family, or close, I'll take a test. If I feel any symptoms, I'll take a test. But the app's a pain in the neck. It just pings all the
Yeah.
time.
I've heard there's quite a lot of publicity about the app and saying it's not really viable at all, you know.
I can
Not
understand
really.
it. There's not much. I mean, it's doing what it's supposed to do. It's difficult, isn't it? Because it's supposed to warn you when you're in the vicinity of someone who has COVID. So I get. There's no other way the app can work. But unfortunately, there's more false positives than anything else. I've been pinged 3 times and I've been cleaned 3 times. Fair enough. I've been pinged, but I decided to take a different approach anyway.
Aye. I mean, Fran wanted to go and see her mother in the home, and she had to test at home, and then she had to test at the other home where her mother was in, things like that. So
Yeah,
there's various reasons. She's getting tested all the time.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can understand why they're testing for the old people's home, like, because they don't want another, like,
Well, no.
last time going.
It was criminal the way they sent people out of hospital knowing they had COVID straight into
Yeah.
homes and things like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
I couldn't understand it at the time, and I don't understand it now.
Bruce, you were on about it's not that long since you wanted us to go around and play in old people's homes. But I find that when we go in to play, we have a bloody hard job to get out again because I think we're residents. I'm saying I'm just going now, all back in yourself.
No, but I'm in the band. Of course you are, Brian. You just get yourself this.
Even when I'm visiting, I usually ask if they've got a bar, and if they say no, I'll say, well, I'm not booking me bloody self in here.
Can you remember when we played at that lass's 100th birthday party?
100.
She was 100, and it was at Yo Henry's Margaret got to play there. And we were with the lass who was 100th birthday funeral, and she says, "See all these people here? I never see them all year round." She says, "They're only here because the TV cameras are here."
Oh.
She had 5 kids, and they're all dead, and the husband was dead as well, and she was 100. So can you imagine?
She was the only one that remembered. She was the only one that remembered Bruce's tunes.
She said she never wanted to commit suicide until she heard us.
Hey, and that was one, Bruce. That was our biggest success.
That was probably the pinnacle of my career.
It was like the arena, wasn't it?
It was like playing the arena, Michael.
Aye.
Yeah.
Hey, it was great because they wheeled them in on wheelchairs, then they put the brakes on and the people couldn't get out.
That's the best audience you can have, really, when
The staff went out for half a day and locked them in with us.
We have a gig. We have a gig on Halloween, 31st in Spennymoor, pub that we've never heard of or played in, but apparently gets a good reputation.
Is that this week, Michael?
Spennymoor this week, this Sunday, and so
Oh, brilliant.
yeah, so but we don't know much about the place. It gets a good reputation as a rock bar, but like we're a very sort of niche type of music, and we don't always go down that well in mainstream pubs. So that paired with the fact that it's Halloween night, so because it's Halloween night, they've got something organised for the evening. You know, they've got, I don't know what they're doing. They've got a party organised. So the band is playing earlier. So we're playing 4:30 till whenever 7 o'clock, and then they'll
Yeah.
presumably put. So with a 4:30 start and a bar that's a rock bar that doesn't know whether they like our kind of music, I'm wondering whether we'll just be playing in an empty room. So I'm still wondering what I'm about to turn up to.
Oh, dear.
Right, that's it. Michael, what's your setup? What's your lineup for the group?
What do you mean? What musicians wise?
Is there 3, 4 here, 5 here?
Well, you could say 5. We'll have 2 different bands in one. So the first set is a band. We'll cover a band called Audio Slave. So we'll have
Right,
guitar, bass, drums, and singer.
right.
And then the second set's the same: guitar, bass, drums, singer, but a different singer for the second set. Same musician,
Right.
different singer. So there's 5 of us technically that form 2 bands. If that makes
Right.
sense.
Yeah.
Sure, they do that a lot nowadays, don't they? You know, sort of, you're interchangeable.
Sort of. I mean, we decided so with a tribute band like us, we typically have to find a band to support us because no one
Right.
really wants to listen to a tribute band play longer than an hour. You blast, and then that's it. You know, typically like a festival type of band, really. And so
Yeah.
we typically used to get there's a Red Hot Chili Peppers tribute band that we used to get
Oh, brilliant.
to do gigs with us. But we decided we would form a second tribute band to actually back ourselves.
Right,
And so
good.
that's how it all come about. So there's
Right.
2 bands in one, really.
So what do you call yourselves?
Well, so the first band's Audio Slaves, and the second band's
Aye.
Rage. Rage for Rage Against the Machine.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. Aye.
You
I
see,
love that one.
you seen
This
us
is
play-
very educational.
Yeah, you seen us playing the old. That was a different Rage band that you seen us playing.
Aye, well, you were kind of breaking up then, Michael.
That was the last gig. Yeah, that was the very last gig.
Aye,
Right, the one that you
aye.
seen. Were you in the second? Was Brian at the second O2 gig or the first? Second.
Second.
Yeah, so
Second.
you probably seen our biggest ever gig, really.
Aye, that was brilliant, that, Michael.
Seen our biggest ever gig, and then that was the end of it. We never played again.
I remember when you struck up, you started out, I had a pint on the bar and it was amazing watching it splash all over the place with the volume. And then I got serious questions asked about some of the young hunters there, wondering what I was doing there. Thought I should be in a cemetery somewhere.
By all the young lasses
They were
for
loving it. They were loving seeing the elders there.
Oh, they were looking after her, Val. They were looking after
Yeah.
her.
protected one. It was great.
One tried to put us back in my wheelchair. Says, I'm on my feet, man. I didn't need one.
That was at the beginning of the night, though, Brian.
By the end of the day, it was.
I was looking for the wheelchair later.
Your face, Brian. When you first saw all the fellas, and when they struck up and all the fellas were all dancing like Wayne Rooney, your jaw dropped. What the hell is it?
I've never got it back up since.
What about your Joe?
It was a, Michael, it
Oh,
was a great,
that was from me,
great
Lou.
experience.
I'm going to sign off, everyone.
Oh,
If you want, I've got one
let me
last
see
Halloween
if you
song.
wanna take care
I've
of.
got one last Halloween
Hey.
style song.
What?
I've got one last Halloween style song.
All right then.
Well, it's not, you've heard it a million times before, but it sort of fits the bill, really. Pray to Pray to Satan, go to hell. Go right to hell. Kill for your God and go to heaven. What the hell? Kill for your God and go to heaven. Go to hell. Right to hell. Fight for your right and go to jail. Go to jail. Fight for your right and go to jail. Go right to jail. Fight for your country, go to war. Go to war. Kill for your country, go to war. Go to heaven. Close your eyes, obey the rules. Keep on marching, go to war. If we all want to follow through, we don't need to think at all. We don't need to think at all. Live your life and give them hell. Give them hell. Live good your life and give them hell. Don't go to hell. Just do your best and go to heaven. Don't go to hell. Don't follow rules, don't go to jail. Don't go to jail. Close your eyes, obey the rules. Keep on marching, go to war. If we all want to follow through, we don't need to think at all. We don't need to think at all. We don't need to think at all.
Hey!
Very
That was
good.
lovely, Sean.
Last
That
of
was
the
lovely.
Halloween themed, I suppose. It's quite sort of nearly fits,
did-
doesn't it?
Is that one you wrote, Michael?
That's the yeah.
Oh, it's brilliant, aye. Have you ever thought? Have you ever thought to get together and make a family music video?
Probably should do that. Like this.
You
mean?
should do that.
Like we're doing now.
Aye, aye,
I
aye.
just like
Like
them.
that family that used to say, "Good night, John boy." That sort of thing. Do you remember? What was that one? The family.
Waltons.
We
Aye.
should get together and do a music video.
Yeah. Right.
Well,
Oh,
I-
yeah, which one?
I mean, Michael, it must be fairly simple nowadays to do something like that, is it?
I mean,
To record.
I think so. We as the band that we were just talking about there, we got together because all the gigs were cancelled during the first lockdown, so nothing really happened. I suppose nothing really happened for about a year and a half, really, and we couldn't even practice. So we all decided that we would record the stuff that we usually play live separately, tracked, and then the drummer sort of stitched it all together, and I sort of stitched a few of them together, you know, and so to form the whole music piece. And then the drummer put the video to it, so we recorded the music first.
Alright,
Put it together,
right.
and he sent us the produced music, and then we played the produced music and mimed over the top of it to a video, and then he recorded the video, and then he put the video together over the top of the music.
Is it not hard to synchronise all that, Michael?
Yeah, it is. It's not the easiest thing in the world. But what you're doing is that's the beauty. You're miming over the top of what you've already played.
Oh,
So
right.
You're playing the way that you play it. So it's not like because when you're recording, you typically want the best possible results. So sometimes you're recording a bit at a time because you think, I don't like that whole song. You don't record a whole song. You record it, and sometimes you think, this is a
In pieces,
yeah, sometimes. So then when he produces it as a full track, you then mime over the top of it.
Right. It sounds a bit complicated, but it should certainly make for an improved sort of video, really.
Yeah, I think so. So we've got about 3 or 4 videos out there now that have pretty much got us the gigs that we've got now. During lockdown, we produced the videos. And then when venues are saying, well, we need to hear you, we're just saying, well, yeah, we'll listen to the videos that we've done, and okay, we'll book you. Or no.
So how do we listen to your videos then?
Send you you're using YouTube, aren't you? So I can send you a link.
Aye. Well, you better wait till the boss is here, mind.
I'll send you a link to the
All right.
to the YouTube video.
Yeah.
We'll let you go, Pet. I know you've got things to do.
all your dad's going to play next.
Yeah,
We'll let you go.
The best part's coming now, Pet, but don't worry about
Don't feel
bugging off.
guilty. Don't feel guilty.
Your mom's going to bed now.
Aye. Good night then.
See you later. See you later.
Bye for you all. Hey, Michael, that's nice.
Very fu-
That Indian Pale Ale
very
is nice.
fun.
Really nice,
Hey.
isn't it?
That lovely drink, that.
Yeah, it is. It's really a really nice drink, that one. Very much like that.
Well, my last song of the night, boys, you're going to love this. It's marvellous.
I can't wait.
I know. What, for the toilet?
Well, it's a problem of age, isn't it?
I know, isn't it? Right, this is a Smoky song. A breathless drive on the downtown street. No, that won't do.
Hey, that was one of your shorter ones, Bruce.
Wasn't
I
it?
know. I'll do another one. A breathless drive on the downtown street. A motorbike ride in the midday heat. Just that look from the desert sky. Run away from suburban alright. Oh yes, we may walk along the wild one side of life. And the movements are traced by strangers close by your side. In the shadows of the promise you can take my hand. It's up to you to make me understand. So if you think you know how to love me, and you think you know what I need, and if you really want me to stay, you got to lead the way. Yes, if you think you know how to love me, and you think you can stand by me, and if you really want me to stay, you got to lead the way. Whoa. the sound. A big fat plant with his early wings, that's where we slept, knowing we'd be safe. Now you may think you can walk on the wild, wild side of life, but there's a black and red love by your side. You got my life right in your hands. It's up to you to make me understand. So if you think you know how to love me, and you think you can stand by me, and if you really, really want to stay, you got to lead the way. Yes, if you think you know how to love me, and you think you can stand by me, and if you really, really want to stay, you got to lead the way. Yes, if you think you know how to love me, and you think you can stand by me, and if you really, really want to stay, you got to lead the way.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Good.
Brilliant. Smoky.
Smoky.
Oh, he's got
Smoking there.
things
Hiya,
got something not so in
Hiya, Fran.
his group.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, two.
Hiya, Fran.
I've got Fran here. Michael, can you explain about the app or something?
What app? What we're talking about?
About me watching you and your videos.
Oh yeah, Francis. So we've recorded some videos during the lockdown with the two bands that I'm in,
Right.
and we've published them on Facebook and YouTube. So Brian was saying, how do I listen to them? So I can send you a link to the two Facebook pages.
Yeah.
On them
Yeah, just send-
pages. Yeah. On them pages, you'll see a link to the if you keep scrolling down the page, you'll see all the videos that we've recorded.
Can you get them on YouTube on his telly?
You can get them
Can
on
I
YouTube.
what?
Yeah, they're on YouTube.
I think
Yeah.
I'm in Italy, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the link to them, it's easier if I give Francis the Facebook page because
Right.
all of the videos on YouTube are linked from there.
Right, okay.
So I'll send it on to I'll send it on to the live jam group.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Spot on.
Well, there you
Spot
go.
on.
I think I understood all that, yes.
Yes, you would do, Brian. I want you to play something now that gets Fran dancing. We'd like to see Fran dancing behind you there.
I think she'd rather have a bottle of Prosecco as me singing.
Oh, Krista. She's the person the Chancellor's been favouring.
I said
Well, the only bloody thing he's done.
he's put up the tax on Champion Ale, but he's reduced it on Prosecco.
Absolutely.
Alright. Well, that's Fran for you. You can always
Well,
tell the Tories, the rich Tories behind you, they're getting new kitchens fitted all the time.
She's
Hey,
very
I'm
quiet.
sorry, Brian, the Chancellor didn't touch any beer under 8.5%.
Honestly.
That's right. That was only the taxes went up on, but it was stronger than that.
I mean, the stuff that we drink appears to be strong, but if you lived in Belgium, it would be weak.
Why?
Because
There's
it goes
9 to
12 or
12% is in Belgium.
14%.
Aye.
Aye.
So
Well,
yes, a very brief song. It's an early night for me. But this will get Fran dancing.
Brian, get dancing, Pat. Come on, I'm ready.
Well, I never felt more like singing the blues, 'cause I never thought that I'd ever lose your love. You got me singing in the blues. Well, I never felt cold like crying all night, 'cause everything's wrong and nothing ain't right without. You got me singing the blues. Well, the moon and stars no longer shine. The dream is gone, I thought was mine. There's nothing left for me to do but to cry over you. I never felt more like running away. But why should I go? 'Cause I couldn't stay without. You got me singing the blues. You treat me mean and making me cry. I'm here on my mind to tell you goodbye, 'cause I'm crazy about you. You butterfly. Well, I knew from the first time I kissed you, you were the troubling kind. With the honey that drips from your sweet lips, one taste and I'm out of my mind. I love you so much, I know what I'll do. I'm clipping your wings and flying this through, 'cause I'm crazy about you. You butterfly.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a very educational and wonderful. That's the word, yeah. Some good class music tonight.
Wonderful.
Brian, that Brian, you didn't realise, but that was the best backing you've had all night.
That gives us
Only back
plenty
to
thoughts on it. I usually get backed out the room.
Fran,
Yeah.
it looks as if, I don't think it's sealed, signed and delivered yet, but we're thinking about switching the Buskers to a Tuesday night.
Right. Okay.
Does that work?
Yeah, that's fine.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So we'll,
Right.
Mike, we're trying to get Danny involved.
Oh, right. Okay, no.
He works on a Thursday night.
Right. No bother.
Have you made any progress with your guitar lessons, Fran?
No, I sold it about 20 years ago.
I forgot
I did. It was
I bought her a Stradivarius.
You
No,
really did.
what was it again?
it a Hofner?
It wasn't a
Was
Hofner.
it Hofner acoustic?
I bought her a Hofner acoustic.
Well, where is it?
She sold it.
Exactly.
Oh, that's where that money comes from.
Yeah, bloody hell, they're worth a fortune, them things, as you well know.
You should
Well,
have
he
only
was trying to teach me, and you can imagine how that went.
Well, she did learn to play in C and D, which was pretty marvellous because I couldn't play in any of them keys.
with a teacher like Brian, it's little wonder you give up.
Exactly.
Well, it's been lovely seeing you again, so
It's
we'll
always
see you
brilliant.
good night.
Hey,
Yeah.
Brian, you were even better than normal tonight.
If you weren't me brother, I would say you're taking the piss.
No, you can still say it.
No, Michael will agree with me. You were superb tonight.
You are on top form tonight, Brian. Top form.
It's all them years of practice.
Hey, Michael, you're a chip off the old block.
I'm telling you the truth.
Brian, you should get keeping with Fran's relatives more than you do.
Hey, I tell you what it is, they're lovely company.
How do you know?
Well, because can you remember that, can you? What about?
Oh, him. Oh, Jesus Christ. If it wasn't for that taxi driver, I'd not have gotten in the house.
France, nobody blame the taxi driver. You got to blame your relatives for getting him pissed. Your relatives.
Pink drink. No, pink drink.
You got led astray.
I was in a different room, me.
But the thing was that I really enjoyed it as well.
Did, no.
I had a
Oh,
smash
until you stood up.
And then he, as I told you, he fell at the side of the bed and couldn't get back into bed.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, we've got that story.
I didn't know that, man. I thought,
He couldn't even work out how to get his legs on back onto the bed.
Well, I told you, me legs weren't working, man.
No,
No,
his
no,
hands,
no.
face, brain, and everything else wasn't
I
it?
said, oh, man, you know.
There'll be nothing else working.
Well, at least I made it to the toilet during the night. I don't
I
remember getting there.
you did pee in the wardrobe.
Hey,
It weren't that bad.
Undressed him.
did he make it to the toilet? We'll never know.
He did, but I had to undress him.
Oh, dear. What state of being in. Should be ashamed of yourself, Brian.
Wasn't she lucky?
Oh,
I tell you
that's
what,
right.
Brian, I've heard
As-
all
as-
sorts of reasons to
Bruce-
pretend to be drunk.
Bruce,
I never considered that one.
Bruce, I says, have you ever seen a body like mine? And she says, not on a living person.
That's why if he ever gets drunk like that, I just shove a blanket over or a coat over him and leave him downstairs.
Just, hey, but at least you covered him up.
Oh, aye.
Hey, man,
Right, I'm
give
sorry.
him a chance with 6 foot of soil.
Anyway, look, I'm off, so
Right,
take
okay,
care.
no problem.
Love
I
you,
think we're
Sadie.
all off. Take it
See
easy.
ya.
See you
Bye.
later.
Bye.
Bye.
Come here, Julie.